Billy got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about? Billy got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't.
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face here on YouTube. Chris Rucker and EJ Reed bringing you all your favorite pro wrestling talk. Please hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube and follow us on all your favorite social media and podcasting platforms. EJ, how you doing?
I'm doing swell. How you doing?
Doing good. Almost done packing from a little weekend trip I'm going on.
Yeah? How's the packing been going?
Well, I'm a sort of a bougie bitch, you know. I like Delta. And my girlfriend's like, why the fuck would we pay $200 and something extra to go Delta? You know why? Convenience. Because she talked me into getting Spirit flights. Now, they were a little light on the wallet, so I ain't too mad about that. But we also don't get carry-on bags and check bags and shit like that. So I'm having to pack everything in a backpack. Only take one pair of shoes. Well, two pair of shoes. I got a pair of workout shoes and I got a pair of shoes that I'll be wearing. And so you got to ball everything up, shove it in the bag. It's difficult, but when you do it, it's fine. You just get off the plane and go. You don't have to worry about checking a bag and getting caught up and all that shit. But it's a hard process to pack it, but it is very convenient once you get there. If you got everything.
Man, I tried my hardest to avoid Spirit and Frontier at all costs, but like maybe once or twice a year, it's a deal that I just can't pass up, and it's coming up in a couple weeks for something that's related to this show where I'll reveal at a later date. So, you know, kind of a cliffhanger right there. But yeah, I couldn't pass up a deal. It was like a round trip for less than $200. So I'm like, fuck. But like,
yeah.
But unlike you, I usually just pay the extra check-in fee for Spirit, which kind of almost negates it because you got to pay like $60 each way, so $120. That just basically adds what you've been saving. But this time I bought me a little like travel backpack, so I'm gonna take it for that trip, so I don't have to pay that fee. But,
yeah, that's what we're both doing. We're both taking backpacks, and it's not a travel backpack, but it's a pretty good sized backpack. I bought Oakley sunglasses years ago, and they sent me a free backpack, and it's pretty decent. I'm hoping it doesn't tear up anytime soon because it's what I travel with. But yeah, like you said, the fucking fees on top of it, like that flight ticket is good. You're like, oh shit, $120 round trip to Vegas? Yeah, sign me up. And then it's like $70 each way for an extra bag. It's extra money to pick your seat and all this other shit. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna act like I'm poor, and it's only 4 hours. You know, whatever. No in-flight entertainment, no Wi-Fi, like nothing. I'm gonna be slumming it for 4 hours in the air. But as long as they get me there safely, it'll be alright. I'll fucking take a melatonin before I go in there and pass the fuck out, hopefully.
Hey, that's the way to do it. What's the travel time?
It's usually between like 3.5, 4 hours to get to Vegas or back to Atlanta from Vegas.
You got anything fun planned there?
When I get to Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas. Shit. I'll be seeing you there one of the days, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Vegas too. You were being in Vegas. I don't know if we were keeping secrets or something.
Oh no. No, we're just going to Vegas, party for the weekend with Cavino and Rich, and come on back. My flight comes back at fucking 11:45 Saturday night Vegas time. I land back in Atlanta at like 6 a.m. Sunday, and then I'm going to an indie wrestling show later that day, Sunday at like 5. So I'm gonna be dog ass tired come Monday, but it is what it is. Be a good time. Indie wrestling show. Gigi Dolan will be there wrestling. First time I'll get this. I'm sorry, Priscilla Kelly.
That should be fun. Like you said, we'll be out there in Vegas. CRC. I mean, my first CRC. They used to do it on the East Coast. I didn't get a chance to go to any of those, but I hadn't told anybody, so I'm just gonna pop up. People are gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
Unless you're a boot to the face fan, I'm just pop up.
I don't think any of them cocksuckers listen to Boot to the Face, old bastards.
Yeah, so if there's no crossover there, then surprise. Yeah. But it should be fun. I mean, we both at the D, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, I'll be at Mandalay Bay the first couple of nights, like tomorrow and Thursday. Then Friday I move over to the D for Friday and Saturday. But I'm excited about Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Beach looks dope. I've never been to their pool. Their pool's the actual fucking beach somewhere they got, so that'll be fun. And I don't know if you ever stayed at Mandalay Bay, but those rooms are fucking...
I mean, isn't Mandalay Bay also owned by MGM?
Yeah, it's an MGM property.
Yeah, I stayed at MGM before, but not Mandalay Bay.
Yeah. I stayed at Mandalay Bay last year when we went for our guys trip out there. That was where I was at, and the room was fucking huge. It had like... And I was there by myself, so it was like, I got this big-ass room. I ain't even got nobody to fucking, take down through there everywhere. But but it's got, like, the bathroom's got this big-ass jacuzzi tub in it, and, the bathroom's big as hell. Like, Mandalay Bay's got good rooms. Circa's got nice rooms, too, but I didn't want to pay that price for Circa. Mandalay Bay was free. Circa wasn't.
I always wanted to check out the little arena they had at Mandalay Bay, because that's where they used to have a lot of the fight night cars back in the day. UFC. They don't run there anymore for some reason though. I think the Aces play there though, at the Mandalay Bay.
They might.
Michelob Ultra Arena, I think that's what they call it now.
I know UFC was here in Atlanta this past weekend.
Oh yeah, I heard tickets. It's the TKO. I heard tickets were high as giraffe pussy.
They said it was a sellout.
People will pay whatever just for the clout, just to say they did it. But
yeah,
hey,
it was. I didn't even know they were here until I got on Instagram, and like I'm starting to see people I know like UFC, we're here live, and I'm like, oh shit, UFC's in Atlanta. So I jumped on to look at tickets, and because the event had already started, they had stopped selling the tickets, which I think is bullshit. But
yeah, you could get on like a second market, like a TickPick or a SeatGeek, and probably have some, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah, I'm sure you saw a lot of people on social media at the event. It was the first time there since pre-pandemic 2019, so that's probably why people were so up in all to go to the event and whatnot.
I wonder, I can't remember what year I went to it. I think I may have went like 28. I went when I can't think of my boy's name now.
Tyron Woodley.
Woodley. I went when Woodley knocked out. It wasn't BJ Penn, was it? Who'd he knock out? He knocked somebody out, but knocked him out in Atlanta and won the title.
Might have been Rory Lawler.
No, the guy was bald that he knocked out.
That's Rory Lawler.
Was it? You sure that's who he beat?
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie
Lawler. I was mixing up Maury McDonald, and Robbie. Just about to correct myself, but yeah, it was Robbie Lawler.
Yeah. So we saw that fight, and we saw a really good women's fight too. So it was fun. I don't think we got the tickets for free. I don't think I would pay the price that UFC costs to go see UFC. It's like a WWE show now. It's just a lot of fucking like waiting around. Like especially if one of the fights goes early and they get knocked out in like the first round or something, Then you got to wait the time for the rest of that fight because the next people are still getting ready. Then sit through all the fucking commercials. It's like, this is a buzz killer.
I went last year in St. Louis, and I feel like the ticket prices, they weren't cheap, but they were doable. I feel like I was looking at prices this year when they went to Kansas City this year, and they were like double. I'm like, what happened last year where it went double? Y'all just raising them just because y'all can.
Yep.
It's TKO for you. That's your boys.
Man, fuck TK. I got beef with them niggas.
Yeah, you're all elite now, allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Even though I rarely talk about them on. It's okay. Don't worry about it, TK. I'm going to start putting you over next week, buddy.
But yeah, action-packed weekend. It's a holiday weekend, too, so the weekend starts early.
Unless your job is racist.
A lot of that. I'm sure there's a lot of private companies. That ain't even acknowledging it. But
my company ain't fucking acknowledging it, but I ain't going to work.
There you go. Raise those fists up for that.
I love those little memes like, y'all off Thursday or is your job racist? Like, damn. Just put it like that, I guess.
Yeah, my black ass is off. I could have went to Vegas a day earlier. I didn't really think about it, though. But, a little less money for me to spend, though.
Yeah, because those prices weren't cheap with the stuff that they had. I was looking at Circa. I was like $1,000 to stay at. I mean, I know it's the weekend, Circa? But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand those Circa prices because in the past I've seen Circa, that's downtown Fremont, Old Vegas. Like, you usually have good deals at like Circa. And
Circa's nice though.
Like, what? Yeah,
I don't know if you ever stayed there, and it comes with Stadium Swim, which is why. And Circa's nice. Circa's the nicest. Circa's like the Mandalay Bay of Fremont. Like downtown Grand's kind of older, the D's kind of older, the Gold Nugget's older. Like all that shit's older hotels. Circa's one of the newer ones, and it's nice as shit if you see those rooms.
Yeah, and then they had like a code for us to use. The code barely took shit off the
yeah
the final price.
That's what I was telling everybody. Just stay at the D. It's fucking less than 1/10 of a mile walk from the D to Circa. Like, you just walk through Fremont Street. And if you're drinking, you just grab you a fucking drink at Whiskey Liquor Bar right outside the D and going up to Circa. Like, those drinks, I don't know. I don't think, man, you hung out on Fremont before. I know we was in the D in the casino, but I don't think we went outside, did we?
Yeah, we went outside.
I was drunk.
You were drunk. Yeah, you were drunk. You ever do the zip line out there?
No, my girlfriend did. She was underwhelmed. She said it wasn't as fun as it looked. Yeah, and then she's like, and I didn't know you had to pay extra to go like the whole way. She only went like halfway.
I think I may have went like, they upcharge for everything now. I went like 12 years ago and did it, and I don't remember them. I remember them letting me do the whole way, so I could see them like, trying to find a way to make even more money. Halfway, you pay this much, and it's bullshit.
Yep. Well, EJ, let's get into some wrestling. We done bullshit long enough. We got a lot to cover, and I got to go finish packing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, it was always news in the wrestling industry, sometimes a little bit more than others, but your boy Gunther came out there, your new world heavyweight champion, out there talking his shit. And, it's rumor and speculation out there, and while he's still cutting his promo, fans were chanting Goldberg. And how did he respond? He was like, I already got rid of that guy. And he talked like another minute or two, and all of a sudden, douche. Goldberg, and out comes with damn near 60-year-old Goldberg came out and challenged them at Saturday night's main event. What was your reaction when all that shit went down?
This motherfucker can't even walk. He just he looks stupid. He comes out, he almost falls down doing his little kick at the beginning. His knees look like, just stop, dog. Like, why are we doing this? This match is going to be awful. You took the World Heavyweight title off of Jey Uso for Bill Goldberg at Saturday night's main event. We talked about this last week. This is the same shit Vince was doing. I think this might have been the plan all along, and Jay was just like we talked about last week. It was like a here nigga damn title win. Like, we got you. Like, your fucking fans want to see you win. You can win at main event at WrestleMania, and then we're gonna take the belt back off of you and get on our regular scheduled program, because everybody wants to see Bill fucking Goldberg in the year of our Lord 2025. Who gives a shit? Ain't nothing special about Goldberg. I see a lot of comparisons of people being like, AEW fans shitting on Goldberg, but they were happy about Sting. Guess what? Sting can still fucking wrestle. At 60-something years old, Sting was still putting on great matches. Goldberg ain't had a great match since 1999.
Goldberg could barely wrestle when he was in his prime.
Exactly. When he was getting carried. This dude ain't been shit since he been back. He ain't wrestled in 3 years. 5-minute matches. That's what y'all want? Okay.
I mean, I didn't even notice. You said he was limping to the ring. I didn't even notice that. People were saying that online too. He could barely walk. I usually multitask during Raw, so maybe I missed it. But he noticeably had a limp.
He noticeably was walking like an old man.
Yikes.
You know how you see an old dude like crossing the street, and you like, is this motherfucker gonna make it? When he ain't got nothing to hold on to. That's how Goldberg's walking down the aisle, cowboy boots on. Then at the end of it, when Gunther's getting out of the ring, he tried to climb up on the rope. He couldn't even get his fucking leg up to the second rope. He tried, and then he realized he couldn't, so he stepped on the bottom rope, and then took his other leg and stepped up on the middle rope. He couldn't even get on the fucking ropes, man. Like, what are we doing here? The motherfucker's already in the Hall of Fame. Like, why you just can't put this man out to pasture? Nah, we're gonna interrupt all of our fucking plans we got for Bill fucking Goldberg. Because we're going to Atlanta. Atlanta don't give a fuck about Goldberg. It's Cody Rhodes country now.
Former Georgia Bulldog Bill Goldberg.
Man, did he even play?
Apparently he was pretty good. He just didn't translate to the next level. He only had a cup of coffee in the NFL.
What was that, 1985, 1990, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's what year? 2025? And we got Bill Goldberg going for a world. That's the other thing. Well, AEW fans are fine with Sting doing. Sting never went for the world title. Sting stayed in his lane, and they had to make him win the tag titles and defend it. This motherfucker comes back, gets a world title match. And can we talk about how fucking stupid it is that he just waltzes back on TV? It'd be one thing if he was winning when he was wrestling. He's like 1-4 in his last 5 matches.
Yeah. Didn't they have him beat Lashley for some reason, though?
Lashley beat him, and then he beat Lashley.
They had 2 matches?
Yeah, they had 2. They fought at like SummerSlam, and I think they fought in Saudi Arabia. Don't quote me on that, but they had 2 matches.
50-50 booking.
Because Lashley beat his son's ass.
I remember that.
So Goldberg wasn't happy about it. But like, alright, so Cody Rhodes loses the title at WrestleMania. He's the champ for a year. He's got to win King of the Ring to even have a shot at the title. Roman Reigns had the title 4 years. He ain't got a rematch. He had to enter the Royal Rumble to try to get his match back at WrestleMania. Jey Uso had to win the Royal Rumble to get a title shot. Right? And now he's got to enter the King of the Ring to get a title shot. All these regular guys, I shouldn't say regular because Roman's on a different fucking level. Cody's right behind him. They got to do all this shit for a title. Goldberg just walks up and says, "You're next." Now we got a graphic 10 minutes later. Atlanta, Joe, I ain't fucking going. Only way I'll go is if I get a free ticket for my job. I'm not paying to go see Goldberg. I hope here in Atlanta, when that match starts, they just sing Jey Uso's fucking theme song the whole match. Or get up and walk out.
Yeet the whole time.
Could you imagine them singing "It's Just Me"? Ooh, the whole crowd, the whole match, while Goldberg's in there breathing hard, stumbling all over the place, fucking dropping Gunther on his head. I feel bad for Gunther.
Oof. I mean, like, why are we doing this? Like you said, in the year of our Lord 2025, a Goldberg match. Like you said, Jake seems like he was a stopgap this whole time. It was just putting it on him just to shut the fans up for a little bit. And the whole plan this whole time was to have Gunther versus Goldberg. And I know you're gonna say it probably was a Triple H move, but I think he's a knowledgeable person in the wrestling industry to know that people didn't want this. This got to be a TKO call.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. That man came on TV. That man came on TV, EJ, and said, "The buck stops with me. I'm in charge of everything. It doesn't matter if people like it or not." Talking shit to The Rock. He was talking shit to The Rock when he came out there. The Rock is on the board of TK. I don't want to hear that shit. I mean, you can believe that. I don't believe it. This is a Triple H thing.
I'm not saying you shouldn't put any blame on him, but it couldn't have been him that suggested it. Like he doesn't have the stroke like you think he does, because you got people that are above him that are making calls. If this is Triple H saying we should get Goldberg, then I don't even know what to say. Like you said, it's Vince 2.0 if that's the case.
Who else would it be?
Like, some like person out of touch TKO. Remember, I used to watch wrestling back in the days. You remember like when they said they went over to Saudi Arabia like in 2018 and like the Prince tried to get Yokozuna to come back? Maybe somebody at TKO board is like, we need Goldberg. Cause didn't Triple H not like Goldberg? Like when they beefed back in 2003 for the world title, like they only gave Goldberg like a month run with it because of Triple H politicking. I don't even think they.
So you're gonna admit that Triple H was a politicker back then, but he's no longer a politicker?
Oh yeah, I've always said Triple H was a politicker. The only time I was a Triple H fan was his DX era. Like once he started being the world champion, I'm like, all right, this ain't fun anymore. And then like I really hated the Evolution era at Triple H. You know, like all right, I'm cool with this.
Also, if it was, when The Rock came back, that's all that got leaked was, oh, The Rock's coming back trying to step on Cody and he's trying to change everything. How come that's not coming out now?
Yeah, that's still like irritates me. People trying. I heard him busted open this past weekend. One of the weekend hosts was blaming The Rock for all the WrestleMania and John Cena storyline. Like, how is it The Rock's? I still don't see how it's The Rock's fault.
So John Cena ain't got enough cachet to be like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's John fucking Cena.
And it's not The Rock's fault that, like, even if The Rock only, he was only available for those certain dates, it's not his fault. The story after that is kind of ass. Like, that's up to creative to still make it interesting.
Who's the head of creative?
Exactly. So.
You see what his ideas are. His idea is to have fucking Goldberg back wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not giving Triple H the total benefit of the doubt, but it couldn't have been him just sitting around the ballroom. I think we should get Goldberg back. That's what really popped him. It had to have been a higher up who's cool with Goldberg. It's like, we need to give him one last match.
They started this shit last year, EJ. This was the plan the whole time. When they were here for Bad Blood and Gunther was talking shit to him in the crowd. This shit started the last time they were in Atlanta. This wasn't anybody else. This was Triple H. Long-term storytelling. What'd he say at WrestleMania? Y'all quit fucking trying to analyze everything. Just watch the shit we put on TV and shut the fuck up. I'm paraphrasing, but...
like, Goldberg should have been cut off as soon as he dropped Undertaker on his head with that jackhammer. Like, why are we doing it? And that's 10 years ago. Almost. That was almost 10 years ago. This is disgusting. This is disgusting work.
Yeah.
And what if he actually wins? Talk about that.
I don't think he's going to win, but I wouldn't be shocked. Like, whatever. I'm more intrigued by the King of the Ring tournament, which we'll get to. But
then again, who, like...
Win for what? Man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But, like, why are we making such a big deal, like, about his retirement match? Nobody else really got this like that. Like, who cares about his retirement match? Like, why is it about him? He's not even like a WWE guy like that. He was more so WCW. So why are we making such a big deal of his retirement match?
That's the other thing that's crazy to me. They treat Goldberg so much better than they treated everybody else from WCW. First off, they treated Goldberg way better than they treated Sting.
Yeah, of course, that's the prime example of like how they shit on the WCW.
Which makes no fucking sense to me. Booker T did alright, but they shit on everybody else that came from WCW that wasn't Hogan and the fucking NWO and Goldberg. They didn't even get my dog Big Papa Pump a fucking title run. He kept having to lose to Triple H.
I was about to bring that up too, because it made a big deal when he debuted at Survivor Series, and then it was nothing after that. DDP, they shat on him. Even with the NWO, like they prop Hogan up, but like they didn't really do shit with Nash and Scott Hall when they came back. So, like you said, you know how Vince felt about Hogan. That was his creation, and then I don't know why they treated Booker T like it took him a little bit while, cause kind of a comedy act coming in at first, and he had to build himself up. They shat on him at WrestleMania 19, but he just plowed through it and put his head down and worked, and was able to finally build himself up. But yeah, like you said, why they treating Goldberg? And I think he probably would have got better treatment. I mean, not better treatment, but he would have got more of a run if he didn't decide to just want to do 1 year and then go out, because they gave him the world title and it was his, it was on his accord where he didn't want to re-sign. So I'm sure they would have kept treating him well if he would have stayed in. Yeah, I don't know why they, like Goldberg like that. That's a good question out of all the WCW people.
And that's some weird shit too, right? Like, you're the champ and you're like, nah, I'm done. And now you just fucking come back every 4 years. Like, what he must... I was going to say he must got some dirt on somebody, but shit, all the dirt is out. we know Vince a freaky ass nigga. Like, the dirt is out there.
I was about to quote that same song. I'm about to say, run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. Maybe he's broke. Ain't
good at... Yeah. I can always go back to WWE. Shit, this might be your last time, dog. You can barely get down to the ring. That Gunther gonna whoop his ass.
How long you think the match is gonna be? Like 5 minutes?
His entrance gonna be longer than the match.
It's gonna be a couple spares.
Yeah. Gunther's gonna kick
false
out.
Finish.
And then Gunther's just gonna boot to the face, power bomb, pin.
And like, you could get away with it where we were in our youth, like, oh shit, but like, I feel like, I know there's still kids that watch it. Well, fans are smarter in general than that, than to get smoke and mirrors like that and still be intrigued. Like, we already know what it's gonna be. Like, that doesn't entertain me, seeing spam finishing moves and, like you said, powerbomb and pin. Maybe that still intrigues the kids, but I don't know. This just seems like a waste to me, and interfering with Jay's title reign just for this, basically. This is nasty work.
Well, speaking of Jay, he got a big win on Monday Night Raw to move on into the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament, EJ. I don't know if you've looked at the bracket that's been updated. You have Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton and Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. They got some heavy hitters in the last four.
Is it more heavy hitters than it was last year? I can't even remember the bracket. I know Gunther won it.
Gunther won last year. He beat Jey Uso in like the first round, I think.
Really? It was that quick?
Yeah, he beat Jey in the first round on like Raw.
Wow. Yeah, heavy hitters. Like, you wouldn't think that Cody would be in the King of the Ring. I mean, King Cody does have a ring to it, doesn't it?
If he's a heel. They got all baby faces too. That's what's weird, right? Like...
Yeah, well, that makes sense, though, because both of the champions are heel right now.
And the Money in the Bank holder. Both of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I remember last year. It was Gunther and Randy Orton in the finals. They had Tama Tonga in it, so this is definitely an upgrade from last year.
I don't do my dog like, yeah.
Kofi and Ilya Dragunov was in it. I know he's injured, but that's a name we haven't heard in a while. Yeah, they had more rounds last year, but I guess because this time they did the 4-way matches, which kind of truncated it. Yeah, Sami Zayn and Randy, that's interesting. Have they even faced each other? I can't remember them ever really facing each other like that.
I don't know. I got a crazy prediction now.
What's that?
I think the finals are gonna come down to Sammy and Jay.
Ooh, that would be intriguing. It's just so hard to count Cody out.
I don't think
Maybe
Sammy's. Or I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say maybe it's just some shenanigans with
Yeah.
that round with Jay and Cody.
It's definitely gonna be some shenanigans. So if it's a fair match without Seth and all them involved, which I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't see Jay like hitting Cody with a fucking spear and a splash and pinning him. I see him like reversing the crossroads and like rolling him up. But if Cody wins, I definitely see Cody hitting his finishing move to win, which is how much different they treat them too. But yeah, I see Jay and fucking Sammy in the finals, and this could just be the fan in me talking, but I think Jay wins and he ends up getting the belt back at SummerSlam, and then we get to the feud with him and Sammy. I think Karrion Kross gets in Sammy's ear like we were talking about, and they just delayed it and because of Goldberg.
So, you think Jay gets the title back that quickly?
It'll be at SummerSlam. That's what, 2 months from now?
Isn't it late July now that happens? Basically?
Oh, I think you're right. I think it's the first week of August. So, month and a half. I mean, shit, he lost it that quick.
Basically. Yeah, that might be the fan in you, though. I mean, I think they don't really see Jay as the guy, even though the fans love him. People have chosen him. I think Triple H is stubborn in that Vince sense. Like, these are my guys, and this is what we're sticking to. So, if the fan uproar is too long, he just have to put it on them. But I don't know if SummerSlam will be early enough for Jay to build that momentum back. Like, he hasn't really lost it like that because fans still love him and whatnot. But I think so you predicting Sammy and Jay to be in the finals?
Yeah, I just don't see Cody fighting at SummerSlam against John Cena. I feel like
Definitely see that happen.
I feel like Punk is probably going to fight. I feel like if anybody beats John Cena, it's going to be towards the end, and I think they're saving that for Cody. Unless he's going to beat Cody again, and they're going to have Roman beat him. But forget about Roman. Like, he's out of sight, out of mind. But I feel like he's got to throw his hat in there to fight John Cena one more time.
So, long-term booking. So, I'm looking at where they're having this at too. Night of Champions is going over there in Saudi Arabia. I just see them wanting to have the flashy final, so I think I'm gonna go with Cody and Randy. They have some history, them facing off there over there in Saudi Arabia. Maybe Jay gets screwed by maybe one of his cousins. I don't know. Randy and Sammy go at it. That'll be a clean finish. But you mentioned Roman. I could see. I don't know. I see Cody getting it back. Maybe not at SummerSlam. He'll finally get it back the third match whenever that happens. Maybe isn't there a Massachusetts show later this year?
I think that's his last match.
Yeah, maybe Cody gets it with that. I can see Roman still wanting to put another notch in his belt, so to speak. He hadn't had that world championship yet, and they could tie Seth's cash in, and then Roman and getting it off of Seth somehow. I don't know when they do it, but I can see that happening. Because tie the storyline. Didn't Seth take Roman out?
Yeah. Roman can't go after the world title after he talked all that shit about it when he was the other champion. Like, they only gave that belt because couldn't nobody beat me, and as long as I got this title, this is the title. Nobody cares about. Like, he shat all over that belt when Seth had it.
Yeah,
he basically just take it to be like, I won it because you got it.
Yeah, but imagine how much he would elevate that title if he did get it.
Also, I'm glad you said that. Is there no brain split anymore? Like,
they don't pay attention.
Cody just fucking shows up on Raw. Also, speaking of Triple H's booking, can this motherfucker not book a match without how many people interfered in the main event last night?
I didn't like. Usually, I don't mind the DQ finishes, but the spamming of people coming out kind of like really bothered me because when AEW does it like that, I shake my head at that. So I gotta give WWE the same energy when they like overbook the finishes and have everybody run out. That shit didn't really make sense. There, like, why was Cody running out?
Why was LA Knight there?
Right, LA Knight, like, yeah, I was like, wait, what the? But like we did like that during the Attitude Era when shit like that happened.
That's after the match, though, not during the fucking match. Just, it's a fatal 4-way. There's no DQ. Why all of a sudden is there no DQ in the fucking triple threat and the fatal 4-way?
I never understood that. The sense would make is disqualify the person that does it and then truncate it to a single 1-on-1, or if it's 4-way, truncate it to a triple threat match.
So
that seems like it would make no sense.
So if it's a multi-person match, I'm just gonna bring a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, like, why off the rip you don't grab weapons? I never understood the no DQ and why people don't take advantage of it right away. But that if you wanted to be some genius booker, like, you should establish that at the beginning of your reign, Triple H. Like, why are triple threats DQ? No, under my reign, you get DQ'd under triple threat. But I digress. Yeah, go ahead.
In tournaments and shit like that, they need to do what AEW does in like the Continental. Is the Continental or the International belt? Where
Continental Crown.
Nobody's allowed to fucking be at ringside. No interference. None of that shit. Like, what's wrong with just having motherfuckers win and lose without all that shit? You know?
Yeah. And we talked about this on a past show and about DQ finishes, and he does it a lot under his reign and whatnot. And like you said, they'd have to like change the whole structure of them putting matches together. The reason, like I told you before, I don't mind it is because we see these same matches every week, so you got to protect them a little bit. But like you said, if they restructured how they did the matchups, we wouldn't need to do the DQ finishes. But it is what it is. I'm sure once we get to the finals and whatnot, we'll enjoy it. But like you said, it's kind of convoluted, unnecessarily convoluted right now.
On the women's side of the bracket, we got Roxy, Alexa Bliss, Asuka. Who's the fourth person?
And you said Alexa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asuka, Roxanne, Jade Cargill.
Ooh, well, Jade's winning.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I don't see anybody else winning to get a title shot. I see Jade winning and beating Tiffany and then fucking getting cashed in on.
Everybody's... Right. All the podcasts that I've been listening to, like the Fantasy Book, have been speculating that Naomi may cash in on like a 10-second Jade reign.
Yeah, that makes sense. She does hate her.
I don't know if I... Would you like it more in the sense of, talking outside of kayfabe or whatnot, just because Jade might not be ready to be a world champion yet?
No, I'd like it because it's a good story. Like, their story's really good together. They hate each other, and Naomi hates her so much. She's like, this bitch got the belt? Shit. Let me go crack her upside the head with this fucking briefcase and take it from her.
I think I actually like it because I don't know if Jade... I like Jade, but I don't know if she's... Like, that's what we have the mid-card titles for. Sure, you could work a little bit. You don't got to be Becky in the ring, but... See if you could work a little bit with the mid-card.
I think Jade is perfectly passable as a champion in the ring. If she's working with the right people. If she's working with the right people, like, it ain't like she's awful. You can just tell she's new. Like, she ain't used to doing the shit, but she had good matches. If she can have good matches in AEW, which she did, I don't see a problem with her having good matches in WWE because the women are better.
I don't know if I have to think about it in ring character wise, of course, but they got some people that could go in AEW.
They do, but I was thinking about this today because I saw a thing that said Britt Baker's thinking about going to WWE, and I'm like, why? She couldn't hang with the mid-card women in AEW. She definitely ain't gonna be able to hang with fucking Becky, Naomi, Bianca, Io, Stephanie Vakir, Asuka. Like Tiffany, Charlotte, like the Bailey, like you just keep naming them. Liv, Like, the list is so long of how many great actual in-ring women they got in WWE. Britt Baker don't need to be over there. And I think all those people I named could work with Jade, and she could put on really good championship matches. The internet's still going to hate on her, but I just don't pay attention to the internet for the most part. I watch what I watch how I like it.
They should trade Britt Baker for Bailey. They don't really like Bailey like that. The creative team let Bailey go over the other side and wrestle Mercedes. But
Bailey could have traded herself, but she keep re-signing, so blame her.
Yeah, what do you think?
Bailey said, fuck that, doing it for the love of the game. I'm trying to get this check.
Shit, the word on the street is they paying more over there. People want to get their pay cuts just for the love of the game. If you listen to the rumor behind the scenes, but
that's people coming from AEW to like go to NXT and shit like that. I think Bailey's getting paid top money. I don't know. I
think Tony would match that or maybe even go above. Now that he don't have Phil on the payroll, that freed up a lot of money. But I digress. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Jade getting the world championship, but like I said, I just like a traditionalist. I like to see the mid-card title one first, but she's got the big enough name. She skipped NXT, so she's got a big enough name. She's got the look.
I mean, they gave it to Tiffany.
Crazy. Yeah, but didn't she get it right before the introduction of the mid-card belts? Or it was like
she still got the
basically
belt.
neck on neck. But yeah, I mean, Brock did it. Brock never had a mid-card belt, so, and they're statue-wise, like, presentation, they're kind of similar. She's like almost like the woman Brock. So.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be around long. If they won't put the world title on her, they better, because when Hollywood get a hold of her, that shit's over with.
Oh, apparently she's filming a movie with Jonathan Majors, so she's starting it right now.
So, like I said, they better go ahead and get your money's worth out of her now, because it's about to be a whole nother Rock situation.
Yeah, like I said, she looks like $1 million, but yeah, I'm going with her over Roxanne and Alexa. That's an interesting match. Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Apparently, they're tag team champions. I did not know that. I know you're a wrestling historian. You remember their reign?
Wasn't it during COVID?
I think somebody said it was. I was on Discord for something, and I think they said it happened back in 2019. So I guess
right before COVID. Yeah, I do remember them being a team.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Alexa was also like hurt a lot back then too. Like she had real bad, I don't know if it was concussions or what, but she was always like, remember they were doing that Moment of Bliss TV show shit?
I vaguely, like, if you wouldn't have mentioned it, I wouldn't remember that at all. I think I vaguely remember the name. I don't remember anything that happened on it, but that name sounds from Moment of Bliss.
Like she didn't even wrestle at Evolution. She was like the host of it because she was always fucking hurt. And then she was the host of WrestleMania one year with Hogan. Like, she was always hurt on and off back then. But I do remember her and Asuka getting the belts.
So I remember her, like, the Goddess era where she was beating Charlotte and she was kind of like that in-between phase between, like, Bianca and Rhea and then, like, the Four Horsewomen, and she was in the mix. And then I remember, like, her and Bray, like, I don't remember that little in-between, like you said, where she had a Moment of Bliss and tag team champion with Asuka. Shit.
Yeah.
I watched all of it back then, but I don't remember it. Yeah, I think I got Asuka and Jade in the final.
Yeah, the only other person I could see winning the Queen of the Ring besides Jade is Roxy. But, like, I think it'll be Asuka and Jade also, and I think Jade wins.
I think I guess when we predict it out, I might switch back and forth between who I think I'm winning. So let's wait till we predict that show. It's coming up soon. I think we were predicting it next week. So shit,
yeah,
time be flying.
Because the finals are Jay and Cody wrestle Monday, and I think two of the other semifinals are this Friday. So time we get back from Vegas, we'll know half of the people in the finals.
Yep. It'd be interesting seeing an Oscar and Jade match if that's the one that happens. I think it'll be good, you know. And like we said last week, kind of little fanfare with Oscar's big return. She's been out for over a year, hasn't she?
Yeah, it was weird the way they brought her back. They announced she was coming back, and then, I mean, I'm glad she got the win, but it didn't seem like the people were really into it with her little interview afterwards.
I feel like her and EO's interview style was kind of similar. A lot of energy.
Yeah, but the people were there for EO. They didn't give a fuck about Oscar.
Yeah, you see what you do for these people, and they don't appreciate you. I'm Oscar, I'm turning heel.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to her old music. I actually like her new music a little bit better than her original music, but that's just me. But glad to see her back. She's got in her mid-40s now, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she is. I don't know about mid, but at least early.
So shout out to Oscar.
Yeah, you know how Asian, black people, Hispanic people, we can go forever before we start looking old.
Yeah, well,
EO's 53.
Exactly. Might be 60. She might be 63. But staying on topic of women, how we missed this story last week? On NXT, JC Jane came out and declared her statement on being champion, and then like the whole NXT women's locker room basically came out and trying to shoot this shot. I think they had Lash out there and Lola, your girl Lola. What's her name? Lilani?
Jada Parker
Carmelo.
was out there.
What's Carmelo's girl's name?
Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan out there, and all of a sudden
Jordan Grace was out there.
Mariah May out there, and the Glamour. They didn't say her name, kind of like what they did with Ricky Saints, and they had a cliffhanger until the next week, and then she had a little tub scene. It kind of reminded me of a person she was beefing with, like the style he set it up with is almost like throwback style, like Hollywood-ish. You saw the one when she was in the tub?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's Blake Monroe.
I like Mariah May in AEW, but here's my question: was she that good in the ring? Because I can't.
No, I mean she wasn't bad, but
right,
she couldn't go. I remember during her title reign, you harped on it not being interesting unless she was with Tony.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering now, like, how's this gonna look in NXT? Like, and JC Jane is the champion. Like, she's gonna defend the title at Evolution and represent NXT. Like, of all fucking people. I don't like to sit up here and say people are bad, but she's bad.
In the ring, I haven't really like whenever she goes on TV and wrestles, I'm always like multitasking my phone, so I hadn't really analyzed if she's even good or not in the ring.
She's just not believable on the mic. Like, her entrance, it just always looks like she's trying too hard. When she comes out and does a little fucking gyration, it's like she didn't even have the rhythm to do that. Like, who the fuck told you that was a good look?
It does look awkward, like she's trying too hard.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna end up fighting her for the title at Evolution, but I wouldn't mind going to see Evolution. But like I said, those tickets are just ridiculous. But if my job hooks me up, we'll see. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, but what you think they shoot Blake Monroe straight to the top?
That's the thing. I don't know, because she's not ready-made. Like, Stephanie Vaquer came in ready-made. Julia, same thing. Now, Mariah May worked her ass off. She started out as a fan and then started wrestling in England and shit like that. Came over here, got hired by AEW. Like, went way higher than what I thought she would when she first came onto the scene. Like, she's what they say, maximize your minutes when you're in the NBA. Like, if she had like a stat, she'd be plus 18 when she's on the court. Like, it might not be pretty, but she gets the shit done. But in NXT, you ain't gonna be able to hide that. Like,
why not?
it'll be good for storylines and shit like that. But in a place like NXT, you still got to get in the ring. And AEW had to get in the ring. And like we talked about, if it wasn't Toni Storm, like, it wasn't really hitting like that.
I think her character is built for NXT WWE, but like you said, you still got to get in the ring. I feel like if it was the black and gold era, you couldn't really hide that, but it's not 2.0 right now, but it's not quite black and gold. It's like black and silver era. I think they could get away with, like, leaning more so on character stuff. Like you said, JC James is a champion, for goodness sake.
Yeah. You're right. I take back everything I said. Put the fucking belt on my right, man. Blake Monroe.
But you still got Jordan Grace lurking out there. I thought she would probably be up there with Stephanie and Julia in those call-ups, but I'm guessing they haven't her down there to maybe be like the anchor. You don't think Jordan Grace might get a shot before Blake does?
I don't think Jordan Grace is going to get the title. I think she's just going to go to the main roster. So
you see her kind of like a Becky situation, even though Becky went back and got the NXT belt, just going out and pause. It's so stacked on a women's roster. Like if Jordan doesn't get that NXT title, I don't know if she might be in the mid card for a while. I don't know if she gets a main roster world title anytime soon.
Sorry, I got an alert on my phone, and I was reading that doesn't even fucking pertain to anything. And then I scrolled through the rest of the news. It said somebody tried to kill R. Kelly in jail through prescription drugs.
I heard about that.
Mr. Big still after that nigga. All these years later, he ain't even safe in jail. Mr. Big said, I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga. You ain't safe.
Karma's a motherfucker. I don't wish death on anybody, but
It is what it is.
he's not the most
he ain't a saint. Yeah, put it like that. He ain't a saint.
He doesn't have the best track record. So it's fucked up. Like, somebody must have really hated him, like you said. It must have been Mr. Big.
This motherfucker ain't saying I believe I can fly since he been in here. Let's take his ass out.
I heard he was on a related note. I heard he was putting on concerts, free jail concerts and shit.
What else he gonna do? He's in there for fucking 40 years or some shit like that.
Hey, imagine you being locked up for murder. I get this free R. Kelly show. Like, no, I might be in there for life, but I get some damn good entertainment.
Yeah, but you also got this motherfucker singing about sex the whole time. You look around and just a bunch of hard legs everywhere. Like, you sure you won't do that? This nigga in there talking about bump and grind and shit.
Grab the soap.
I'm sure he's got a couple jail love songs in there now.
You might want to sing like you said, the I Believe I Can Fly, stick to that. The world's greatest. The world's greatest. What was it? He went to that phase where he was doing the stepping.
Yeah, you better sing all the step in the name of love and happy people and shit like that. You start singing sex me, nigga, we got issue in this motherfucker.
If you're having an issue, something you can be sore in the morning.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I just derailed the whole damn show.
Well, if you don't got anything else on the NXT woman, we can move over to some AEW shit that's going on.
Let's do it.
Not a lot going on in ring. We don't really talk about the outside of ring stuff, but did you see your boy Moxley got caught up in some legal trouble?
Yeah, I did see a little bit of that. I mean, the fucking stagehand, he ain't part of the show. You ain't got to treat the man like... I get you're like in character and you're going through shit and all that. And you're just doing shit, right? Like, it happens, but that guy didn't fucking sign up for that shit. And he didn't look very athletic either. So he probably is hurt for real. And if he's hurt for real, then fucking he's got every right to fucking go after money if they didn't take care of him. Nah, I don't know the whole story, but clearly he's got a case.
So apparently, the guy's name is Christopher Dispenza. He's a cameraman, and he claims he suffered severe neck and shoulder injuries as a result of being shoved to the ground unexpectedly by Moxley. Apparently, it was 2023. I didn't realize it happened in an episode of Dynamite, and it was a steel cage against Omega, and like you said, he pushed him to the side, and apparently it wasn't a part of the show. So getting sued. I'm hoping they put some money aside so they could. Well, you know, Tony got deep pockets, so I'm sure they'll settle. But that's not a good look, is it?
Yeah, like I said, I think he just got caught up in the moment and like did some stupid shit, and the guy got hurt. I don't think it was malicious, but it also wasn't like I said, the guy wasn't part of the show, so you shouldn't have did it. But I don't know. I think it was just a accident that happened from somebody being in the middle of a cage match and just kind of being in character.
You think they'll change some protocol as a result of this?
I mean, what can you change? Just tell motherfucker don't hit anybody that's not in the match, I guess. Like,
I feel like when something like this happens, like you go out of your way to be extra careful and maybe have like a meeting backstage and be like, all right, no, we in character, but I can't be forking up $3, $4, $5 million settling with something like this.
I'm sure Moxley didn't fucking try to like knock the guy down. Like, he just took the wrench from him and pushed him out of the way, and the guy fucking stumbled and fell over. But I'm also sure that Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't fucking ride his four-wheeler into the fucking front row on purpose either, right? Like, shit happens.
Did they ever say what happened to that?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm not here to badmouth Steve Austin because I fucking love his entertainment. I love his career after wrestling, but if you've seen the video of him trying to get on, he was drunk. Let's just put it like that. Have you seen the video, like, before he came, like, his music hit? Because I remember I was watching this at my buddy Brent's house. His music hit, and like 20, 30 seconds goes by. It's like, did they fucking troll us? Like, where the fuck is he? He was supposed to come and ride up the ramp to get on stage. He rode past the ramp and like went under the fucking stage. There was fan video of it. And then he got under and he was looking around like, oh fuck. And he had to go in reverse and like come back out. He didn't know what he was doing. He was drunk. He had a couple too many. They sent his ass out there to announce that it was a sellout. And he was out there drunk.
A couple too many American lagers, Broken Skull, IPAs, American lagers.
Steve Weisers.
Yeah, old school. Yeah, I was there, but my angle, like, I didn't see like the whole thing. And when he crashed, it was out of my eye range because I was there in person. But I need to go back and watch
slight
the video.
flex. I was there in person. I wasn't watching at my friend's house like, you broke ass rocker. I was there.
I mean, you were in Vegas and you saw night one. It's no flex at all from me. I'm just trying to give out the facts, but yeah, you gotta be on your best behavior and make sure you watch it. We're in a Sioux-friendly country, so somebody breaks a toenail, they're gonna sue your ass.
Bro, if I'm in the front row and Steve Austin ends up in my lap with a four-wheeler, I'll be like Ezel and Friday. My neck and my back.
My back. My neck, my back, my neck. Yeah.
I'm talking, I want to sit next to the green shirt guy for the rest of my life.
Does anybody find out what he does?
Yeah, he's got OnlyFans.
And even back in 2010, he had OnlyFans. He was.
That dude's been around forever. Every time if I go back and watch shit, I want to know how late. Like, I've been watching Evolution when I do cardio, and he's in the front row of that. And that was like 2018.
Yeah, he's in the front of some early AEW shows too. Motherfuckers just everywhere. Hey, maybe he inherited some type of fuck you money.
Yeah,
it's everywhere, especially the TKO area.
Right.
So, hey, shout out to him.
He dropped a bag.
Wasn't there a guy similar to him that predates it, like in the 80s. It was a guy who's always in the front row. I feel like I read a story about it.
Yeah, he's got an action figure. I can't remember his name though. Cardone and them came out with an action figure of him.
Didn't he pass recently, or maybe?
No, maybe we're talking about a different person because this guy was at WrestleMania, like signing shit for people.
Okay, I just might have.
He has like a foreign name or something, like Salvador or some shit like that.
Yeah, yes, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
I can't remember his actual name, but
does he still pop up at the shows?
I don't know.
Cause like I heard he was like at every like early WrestleMania and shows like back in like early days. That'd be dope if him and Green Shirt did a collaboration of some sort. Yeah, must Kelly. Be nice. Stepping in the name of love.
In the name of something.
Yeah, stepping in something. A lot of gooey stuff, but I digress.
Yeah.
But sticking on AEW, it's official now, Rucker. We got Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada going down in Arlington, Ranger Stadium, and they said people enjoyed like the package that they set up, the video showing like their previous matches and how they went all out in New Japan, and they went out to face each other, and lo and behold, people getting what they wanted. They getting rid of unifying belts and consolidating them, and they a new unified championship. We know you like the aesthetic of belts. How do you feel about the aesthetics of this one?
Who in the fuck decided the name of a belt's gonna be unified champ? What the fuck did they unify? If I just started watching AEW and I see a motherfucker got a belt on to say unified champion, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You couldn't come up with a better name than unified champion?
I feel like it's right in front of them, that Intercontinental Championship. It was right there in front of them.
Is WWE got the fucking trademark on Intercontinental? I don't think they do because New Japan has one.
Yeah, New Japan had one before they unified theirs so you could have win it, and TNA has an international championship. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was right there. It was a free throw, and they bricked it. It was right there.
You could have, but I don't know. You could have did anything. The belt looks dope, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a damn good match, though. I don't know about Kenny Omega spitting up all that fucking Jello or whatever the hell he was spitting up, but
they're trying to play up his diverticulitis. I always stumble on saying it, and I don't know. I feel like that'll get played out after a while. Then
what happens if the shit comes back and he gets sick again? Though, quit fucking around with that. You know, I didn't like it when I remember Roman had emergency appendectomy back in the day, and he was fighting Daniel Bryan afterwards, and Bryan kept kicking him in the stomach, and I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are we trying to? Oh yeah, he had his appendix removed, so Bryan's beating the dog shit out of his stomach. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're trying to kill people on TV now to win.
It's funny you bring that up. This is not an original thought of mine. I can't remember who said it. I'd like to give them credit, but they were saying like it's easier if you're playing up to like external injuries, broken arm, broken foot, but it's weird when you're playing up on like internal injuries.
Yeah. He's got a bad kidney. How the fuck do I know that? Why are we releasing this man's fucking medical history? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What happened to HIPAA, man? Like,
right. Like, all of a sudden they're going after this man's diverticulitis. I don't know, but something in my brain's telling me that you shouldn't do that. I don't give a damn how bad you want to win the unified championship.
Yeah, that looks silly, and we could tell it's like blood capsules. They usually do hard way or blade, but you don't see a lot of fake blood in AEW. But you had to go the fake blood route and dealing with something serious that he has. So.
It'd be fucked up. They did it the hard way with fucking diverticulitis. All right, just kick me right here as hard as you can. Let's see if some blood comes up.
I'd hate to have that, but going back to that unified belt, like you said, it's a silly name, but there's rumors that this might be propped alongside the world championship and be on the same level, like a second world championship. How do you feel about that?
Why? Why would you have a second world championship and no secondary belt?
TNT.
Who the fuck is the TNT champion?
Damn, I can't believe you did my dog Adam Cole dirty like that.
Adam Cole's the TNT champion?
Yeah, man, he's been a champion for a
Man,
while.
that belt done fell the fuck off.
You liked it when Cody had it. Now you don't like it because my boy Cole got it.
I'm just saying, like, you had Cody, you had Luke Harper, you had fucking Scorpio Sky, yeah, Rusev, Darby Allin, like, some G's had that shit, and they gave it to Adam Cole? Ugh.
But, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at if it's, like, propped on the same level as the World Championship, but it's weird. How you going to have 2 World Championships and 1 mid-card championship? That is...
How you gonna have 2 world champions in one roster?
You can split them up between Collision and Dynamite.
And if it's the unified championship and it's on the same level as the world championship, shouldn't you unify it with the world championship?
Yeah.
I'm just using the vocabulary that's on the belt.
I just think it comes back to them. They shouldn't have called it the unified. They should just called it Intercontinental Championship, and it would have been perfect tiers after that. Just like old WCW, you got your TV Championship, you got your US, what would be the Intercontinental, and then your World Title. That would have been perfect.
I just saw Adam Cole commentating the other day. Like, does he even wrestle anymore? How's he the champion?
He beat Daniel Garcia, and he's been the champion for like almost 2 months.
He was on commentary though, like. Moxley ain't even got a fucking belt. He's got a briefcase. Okada and Omega got those 2 belts that are rarely defended, even though Omega just defended it in a 4-way a couple weeks ago. If I'm Adam Cole, I'm like, I'm the fucking man around here. Like, I got a title that's got longer lineage than both of y'all's belts, and the only belt that's bigger than mine is in a fucking briefcase. But instead...
he's been more so on Collision. Maybe I know sometimes you don't get to watch Collision. He's been defending the belt like pretty regularly, even though, like you said, he was on commentary for some reason. But he came out with the belt.
I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, so far, I don't know how many matches they got in for All In, but you think they'll give Okada and Omega like 30 minutes to cook?
Shit. They might get them motherfuckers an hour. That shit starts at what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon? They might run over Saturday night's main event.
Shit, it's them and American Bash will be on head to head. Kind of petty at WWE, whatever. Yeah, they might run into they might run into Saturday. Probably will.
Tony says shit. We starting this shit around brunch. Nigga, we got all night. It's gonna be 17 matches on that damn card at All In by the time we get to Texas.
And we are about, a little less than a month away. And I was going to ask you what you think of the card, but they only got 3 matches announced so far. They're going to spam us, of course. But right now we got your girl Timeless, Tony Storm, and Mercedes, Moxley, and Hangman, and Okada, and Omega. That's only 3 matches.
That'll sell the card right there, bro.
Yeah. I heard they keep moving more tickets. Like, I heard they had a good wave of tickets that just got sold last week when they announced Omega and Okada. We're not gonna predict all the other matches, but if you had to predict a match or 2, what do you think they're gonna add to that?
I think we'll probably get MJF and Lashley.
Really? You think the split will happen that soon?
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
And if not them, then you'll definitely get the Hurt Syndicate defending the belts there.
Guess a random team. I don't really like that, but maybe they could build something. I don't know.
I was about to say, who's the women's secondary champion? That's Mercedes.
Yeah.
You'll probably get Megan Bayne in some form or fashion against TJ.
I was thinking they might do like a women's turmoil. This would be a perfect spot to do like a women's turmoil. You know, have Willow reunite with Statlander and maybe introduce some women tag team championship.
Shit, Statlander about to join the fucking Death Riders, ain't she?
I don't think so.
That's the way it looked when Yuta was talking to her backstage a couple weeks ago.
Maybe. They did tease that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They already got Marina. It's not enough room for more than one woman.
What kind of group don't want more women in it? I don't want to be a part of that. If we got one woman, you're like, that's enough. I'm like, well, I don't want to be a part of this group anymore.
Well, in history, the only group we've seen have done multiple is probably the Judgment Day. I'm not mad at it either.
They seem to be doing all right.
Exactly, but I don't read dirt sheets, but I would put money that it'll be Bucks versus Swerve and Ospreay.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
But I'm not mad at it, but it is a little weird to not have those two in a one-on-one match, not against each other necessarily, but in a one-on-one match in general.
The Ospreay's like the biggest world championship cock tease in the history of wrestling. Like, everybody keeps predicting he's getting the title at All In. This is 3 years in a row now. Ospreay's got to get the title.
Last year was his first one. He got a title. He got the international against MJF. This is his second All In. Next year.
That's his third All In. He wrestled the first All In.
Yeah, but he wasn't a part of the company. He was in New Japan.
Because he got that dumbass tattoo with the wrong numbers on it.
Yeah, because he faced Omega at that All In, but he wasn't with the company.
It was either Omega or Jericho. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, he did face Jericho. I hated that. Oh, I hated that. Right, that was disgusting. He carried Jericho, of course. God, why'd you have to remind me of that?
I was just asking a question.
This is his third All In, second with the company. I think next year when they're back in London, I think he's gonna get the title. Long-term storybook. I'm not mad at it. He's still over.
Let's go to fucking All In London, EJ.
I'd be down. Shit, if you plan it out, London tickets, flights to London ain't that bad actually.
They're not. I ain't never been. I've always wanted to go to London.
I'd be down for that.
Go over there, have some tea and crumpets.
Oh, their food is terrible. I've been to London before.
That's what I've heard.
Their food is not good. I had some fish and chips, and apparently the fish didn't have any flavor. Apparently, like they serve it. It was cold in the middle. Apparently, that's how they serve it.
They don't have hot sauce in London?
I didn't see any.
I might have to take my own then. Just check a bag and get me a bottle of Louisiana hot sauce and take it up there with me.
Yeah. The European I've only been to a few European countries. I was in Belgium for a little bit. The best food out there was in Italy, and I'm not even trying to flex. Italian food was delicious. The other food in the other countries I've been to was mid. I haven't been to Spain. Maybe they have good food in Spain, but all that food was like
Tokyo had really good food.
Oh really?
Yeah, even though I don't eat the like sushi and shit like that, but their food in general was good.
I thought you got into the cooked sushi, like the cooked sushi.
I did, but I'm just saying, like, in general, their food over there was good. The place we went to for sushi, they didn't have any cooked, so I didn't eat. I just sat there and watched Tabitha eat. It was like a little fucking conveyor belt that was going around. They were putting the shit on, and they'd have like little names of it and what it is, and she would just get up there and pick her a piece of it off, and I was just sitting there like,
I love me some sushi, so I'll definitely be into that. But when I think of like authentic, like either Japanese or Chinese food, I feel like it would be a lot different than our Americanized version that's all greasy and fried up.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a lot more healthier. I may be into it. But.
It's like, I'm not even going to lie to you, but like if you look up hibachi in Japan and like hibachi over here, they're two different things.
I can imagine.
Yeah, like we've Americanized the shit out of like hibachi and shit like that. Like that's not how they do it over there. But the food is good.
Do it?
Chicken. We didn't go see it. She was just telling me about it, but I can't remember exactly how it goes, so I ain't even gonna lie to you. But the food was good. Like the chicken they had was good, and their gas station shit was good, like 7-Eleven. But everything I ate, I liked, but I did get food poisoning, so I stopped liking a lot of it.
I definitely want to make a trip out there. I've never been to Asia, but I've heard to stay away from fast food restaurants like everywhere internationally, Europe, Asia. I heard it's just not the same.
Shit, fucking, we went to. I was already sick, so it wasn't this, but we went to Wendy's over there. That shit was so good. Like it was
Really?
way better than what's over here. We didn't get a chance to go to McDonald's, and then I went to Subway, and at Subway, like all the, like any other store, all the shit gets shipped in from like a food delivery service or whatever, the vegetables and all that. Nah, not in this one. They had this big fucking like greenery thing in there where they were growing the lettuce and tomatoes and shit. That's where they got their veggies from. They fucking would pick it out of there where they were growing it at. But yeah, they don't put all the bullshit that we put in our food in over there. So everything tasted a little different, but I mean, like the Wendy's stuff was still fucking Wendy's, like.
I was about to say, like, what did you have? Did you have like an actual burger at Wendy's?
Yeah, I had a burger. I can't remember the name of it. They have different names and shit too. Like their menu's a little bit different, but it had some kind of sauce on it, and it was like a bacon cheeseburger. The fries were about the same sauces and shit. Just
Yeah,
a little bit different ingredients.
I saw Kev on stage. I can't remember. It might have been in a European country, and he had McDonald's there. He said not the same. He was like spitting it out. Then I saw this one dude who was in Japan, and he had the KFC over there. I think one thing he liked, but the rest of it, he's like, ah, shit, this ain't it.
It's different, but I mean, like I said, we put all the shit over here that's bad for you, so that's what we're used to. It's like when I went to Mexico on vacation a couple years ago, I ordered a piece of cheesecake, and it was like totally different than the cheesecake we would get here. And I actually liked it better, and it's because it didn't have all that bullshit in it.
Yeah. Where were you at again? I remember you telling that story.
I was at Breathless in Cancun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were in Mexico. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, even the Mexican food is different from the Americanized Mexican food. It's
Oh yeah.
a lot healthier. It's
Got-
a lot healthier.
My dumb ass walking around asking these motherfuckers if they had queso because I wanted the fucking cheese. No, that's an American thing, EJ. It's they call it queso. They looking at me like the fuck. No, we ain't got no fucking queso. Go sit your motherfucking ass down and eat that goddamn taco.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Like, the chips that they do are like, I don't know. It's a little bit different. It's our style. Our style is like a little bit more saltier and greasier, and theirs is like more authentic. I don't know which one is better, but my palate is used to like the greasy, salty chips. But go out there and explore and enjoy the cuisine of the world.
Yeah.
Those who listen.
All right, so I'll tell the girlfriend put that on the calendar that EJ said we're going to London for All In next year.
For sure. Well, it's getting late early. I guess we do street clothes and get out of here. Save power rankings for next week.
That's fine with me. I'll let you go first because I have a choice for street clothes the rest of the week, but I think you might pick that person also. Before we get to that, Liv Morgan got injured.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Apparently it was a freak accident when she dislocated her shoulder, or was it elbow?
It was her shoulder. And I feel bad for Kairi Sane too, because she's been in the ring with Liv Morgan when she got hurt and with fucking, what's my girl's name? Zoe Stark. And I mean, to my knowledge, like, she didn't do anything wrong. Like, it was just a freak accident. But hopefully it's not that serious for Liv and she can still make Evolution and fight Nikki Bella. If it's just a small dislocation, like, they should be able to pop it right back in, give her some pain meds and a couple weeks off and she'll be fine. But if she's got it bad, she'll probably have to have surgery like Becky did a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's no fun. And she's been in her bag as far as the character work, so you get to see her off TV. And if it's bad, though, will they strip them of the tags and titles? They let her hold it when she was recording.
I ain't worried about the tag titles. I'm worried about Dom. Roxy gonna be all over him if Liv's off TV for a long time.
I mean,
what is he supposed to do?
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
That's what he said to Rhea. Rhea beat his ass.
But at least he's got a size advantage over Liv, so just ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, put his hand on her head and hold her back while she's swinging at him.
Exactly. So, yeah, but I mean, I guess that takes us right on into my streak. Brought her up. I don't know if this is who you gonna pick. I'm picking Liv. Shout out to Liv and wish her a speedy recovery. She came out, cut the promo with Dom in the beginning, jacket on, and she had her belt on. Like, I don't even think she was wearing pants because the belt was covering up whatever pants she had on.
I'm sure she had pants on, EJ. I think Liv just came out Shawn Michaels in that shit.
Shawn Michaels in Playgirl.
But
Nasty.
I don't remember what you're talking about because I fell asleep during Raw, so I'm going to have to go back and do some research and make sure she did have pants on.
Research purposes.
That's funny. You picked Liv. I thought you would have picked who I was going to pick, which one of your favorite people, Zelina Vega's my pick for Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
She did have a dope outfit on SmackDown.
That is a good-looking human being.
Hey. All Tommy and Aleister Black. It's all him.
I was going to pick, if you would have picked Zelina, I was going to pick Io. So Io was looking fly last night, too. Io's got good style.
Hey, shout out to Io.
But, yeah, my Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week is Zelina Vega. EJ got Liv Morgan. Yeah.
Got anything else before we get on out of here?
No, man, I'm all good. I'm ready to get packed up for this flight tomorrow and see you in a couple days in Vegas. Hang out with some of the Carls and Carlettes. Eat some good steak.
We'll see how that goes. It's a lot of good people, but a lot of assholes too. So
I'm not above telling a motherfucker I don't like them in person. I feel like
I hope I'm there when you do it too. I'm gonna be rubbing my hands like Birdman.
I'm not going to like cause conflict. I'm just saying like I'm also not there to be annoyed by somebody that I don't like. Like
yeah, I know you're not gonna make a scene, but I'm just hoping I'm there so I can laugh. I can laugh at it.
But I am looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to relaxing. Last time I was in Vegas was WrestleMania, and I felt like I was just go, 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 go. And I was drunk the whole time. No alcohol this time, so that'll be different. But I'm looking forward to just chilling at Mandalay Bay Pool, chilling at Stadium Swim. We're gonna go have a steak dinner one of the nights. My buddy Robin and his wife Tabitha, they're meeting us out there on Thursday. They're gonna be out there for like a week and a half, but you'll get to meet them. They're going to some of the Cavino and Rich stuff.
I saw Robin RSVP.
Yeah, my buddy Brent will probably be out there. It'll be a good time.
Sure, Rucker may not be drinking, but I will.
So I'll be on babysitting. That's what I told my girlfriend. I was like, you better take advantage of this 75 hard shit. Like, you got a designated driver and a babysitter the whole time. But she hadn't really been drinking that much either. But Vegas will do it different. I'm sure I'll be carrying her through the fucking lobby of somebody's casino.
We'll see black house out there trying to mac on white women, and
he's bringing his girlfriend.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Black Ice.
They might try to get you to hang out with them.
I'm sure. I mean, Black Ice is good people.
I ain't talking about like that. I'm I'm talking
I'm I'm cool on that. But hey, whatever floats everybody's boat, as long as you ain't hurting anybody. But I'm cool on that.
Yeah, Lonnie will be
Yeah,
out there. Get to meet him in
with his wife.
person.
Yeah, he'll have his wife out there and some other friends of the show. But we'll report next week. I'm sure it's gonna be some shenanigans that's going on. But
I hope not. Well, I won't have any because I'll be sober. So I'll be the guy that was. I'll be the old man that was annoyed at everybody for having too much fun. y'all are too loud. Shut the fuck up.
hey, sometimes you gotta play that role though. But
I ain't
still
mad
have
at it.
fun without
Yeah.
drink.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, shit, EJ, if you ain't got anything else, man, we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, shout out to everybody for listening as always, and make sure to like and subscribe to all social media platforms.
For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been the latest episode of Boot to the Face. Until next week, peace.